Hi, Chef Coco here, coming from my kitchen. What I'm doing today is I'm making a dehydrated meal for some backpacking trips we're going to be taking. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my process, okay? Just set the camera down. What I have here is 1 pound of cooked noodles. I have Vodka pasta. And what you do is you cook these noodles until before al dente, and that's when they're just before they're how you would normally eat pasta. And what I do next, I put them back in the pot after draining off all the water, is you put in your favorite sauce. And what I like, I'm using a vodka sauce, and I'm going to add that to the pasta. Okay, and then I'm going to mix it around so every noodle gets coated with the pasta sauce. And then the next thing I'm going to add to it is some diced chicken. How you dice your chicken with dehydrating, you have to get your chicken to where it's really small, like this, where you're going to know it's in there, but you have to be able to have it small so that you can dehydrate it and it comes out really well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add my chicken to the pot as well. So I have some protein also, and we're going to mix that up really well until it's all combined. Okay, and there we go. My next step is going to be taking my pasta and putting it on my dehydrating trays. What I have is the regular tray with the insert. Normally what this insert is for is to do like fruit roll-ups, stuff like that. But since pasta has this wet liquid, in order for me to dehydrate it so it doesn't drip out and drip through, you have to have it on these trays. So I'm just going to grab one of my big spoons here, and I'm going to distribute the pasta on the tray and spread it out. My dog right now is wishing I would drop some on the floor, but Mama's not dropping it on the floor. So you get it pretty nicely put on here, but just make sure you get it spread out so that it has the room for the air to go through and flow. And then just like this. And then you gotta come over here and put it in the base of your dehydrator. And I'm going to do that again until I have my whole pot emptied. Like I said, you can do any variations you want. This is just my preference. I have a lot of different flavors I like, and this was just one I saw on the shelf, and I haven't had vodka sauce in a long time, so I figured it was an interesting combination, and it's very simple. But you can do any pasta sauce you want. You can make your own pasta sauce. I would not suggest adding cheese to it because of the fact that cheese has a lot of oil in it, and it would be harder for it to dehydrate and break down. I have dehydrated cheddar cheese, but that's a process that takes a few days, and you have to constantly dab off the oil with paper towels. But it's worth it in the end because you can do whatever you want with your grated cheese, your dried powdered cheese. Like if I'm out cooking this when I'm hiking, I can bring some of the powdered cheese if I felt like adding cheese to it and make it a cheesier, like a mac and cheese vodka sauce, then I could do that and just add the cheese to it, and I'd have that ending. Okay, so I got the last tray done. I'm going to stack it up on top of the other one, so I have 3 tiers. What I'm going to do is now you got to set your dehydrator for 165, to be able to do pastas. That's what you do, or 160, that's what you do meats with. You can dehydrate meats at that temperature. The pasta dishes like I'm doing, I always dehydrate at 160 Fahrenheit. And what we're going to do is just going to plug it in and let it go. This is going to take about 8 to 10 hours, and we'll check back later on.